Antisocial personality disorder involves individuals who lack empathy, are often cold-hearted, and frequently violate social norms. You see it every day in the news. Today, we're diving into 4 criminal psychology theories that explain antisocial personality disorder. We're talking about a pattern of disregard for and violation of the rights of others. From the psychopathy theory to the dark triad theory, these theories reveal the factors behind antisocial personality and the behavioral traits associated with it. Let's uncover these unsettling psychological insights together. First, let's introduce the psychopathy theory. This theory suggests that at the core of antisocial personality is a lack of emotion and empathy. People with these traits are often indifferent to others' suffering, which enables them to engage in extreme behaviors. They don't feel guilt or remorse like you or I would. It's like they are missing a fundamental part of what makes us human. Now, you might be thinking of a horror movie villain when you hear psychopath, but it's more complicated than that. In the real world, psychopathy exists on a spectrum. We're talking about individuals who can charm and manipulate others, all while completely detached from the emotional consequences of their actions. Research shows that these individuals typically display an inability to empathize, cold-heartedness, and a complete lack of remorse in the face of others' pain. This absence of moral restraint makes psychopathic traits particularly common among criminals. Think about it. If you don't feel bad about hurting others, what's to stop you from breaking the law? Next, we have the social learning theory, which suggests that antisocial behavior is often developed through observation and imitation. Especially in childhood, individuals exposed to violence or environments lacking emotional care are more likely to develop antisocial behaviors. Think about it. Children are like sponges, absorbing everything around them. If a child grows up witnessing violence, neglect, or abuse, they might learn that this is how you interact with the world. According to social learning theory, behavior is acquired through experience, and violent role models or adverse environments can encourage the imitation of these patterns. A child who sees violence as a solution to problems might start to see violence as acceptable. This doesn't excuse their behavior, but it helps us understand how these patterns of behavior can take root. Imagine a child raised in a home where anger and aggression are the norm. Chapter 3. The Dark Triad, a Recipe for Disaster. The dark triad theory explains 3 core traits of antisocial personalities: narcissism, Machiavellianism, and psychopathy. Together, these traits form a highly antisocial personality type that tends to be cold and unfeeling. Let's break it down. Narcissism is all about an inflated sense of self-importance, a need for admiration, and a lack of empathy. These individuals are convinced they're special, above the rules that apply to everyone else. Machiavellianism is characterized by manipulation and exploitation of others to achieve one's goals. They're cunning, deceptive, and they'll use anyone to get what they want. And we've already talked about psychopathy, a lack of empathy and remorse. Put these 3 together and you've got a dangerous combination. Imagine someone who feels entitled to everything, is willing to lie and cheat to get it, and doesn't care who they hurt in the process. Chapter 4. Biology and genes. Are some people predisposed? Finally, we have the biological and genetic theory, which posits that antisocial personality disorder may be linked to genetic factors. Studies show that certain genes and differences in brain structure may affect emotional responses and moral awareness, potentially leading to antisocial behavior. Now, this doesn't mean there's a criminal gene out there, but research suggests that some individuals may be biologically predisposed to certain personality traits that make them more susceptible to developing antisocial behaviors. Biologists have found that individuals with antisocial personality traits often have different brain structures, particularly in areas related to emotion and self-control. These physiological differences may weaken their emotional responses, making them more prone to impulsive and dangerous actions. Think of it like this. If the parts of your brain responsible for empathy and impulse control aren't functioning typically, it's going to be harder to make responsible, ethical choices. This theory reminds us that human behavior is incredibly complex. Antisocial personality disorder is a complex and profound topic in criminal psychology. Through these four theories, we gain a better understanding of the underlying causes of these extreme behaviors. Whether it's psychopathy or biological factors, these theories remind us of the diversity and complexity of human nature. The more we understand about antisocial personality disorder, the better equipped we are to address it both on an individual and societal level. If you're interested in learning more about these psychological theories, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any content on criminal psychology.